Hey everyone, welcome to this week's drink along for our beer of the week. I'm Rachel.
I'm Luke. This week we're drinking Black Duck from Hawke's Bay Brewing Co., which is one of the older New Zealand craft breweries. They started. Well, in fact, it's impossible to find out. Well, it's not impossible. I guess I could have just asked them. But rather than doing that, I had a bit of a look online, and they were founded in either 1995 or 96, thereabouts. Either way, long before any of us were born. Cheers.
Cheers.
As a counter to the brewery duopoly pretty much in New Zealand at the time. There wasn't a lot of variety available around the country, and especially like in Hawke's Bay, you were stuck with just the big brands. So Hawke's Bay Brewing decided to do something a little bit different, and it's been through lots of changes through the years. And yeah, they definitely, it's been a brewery that's been through different eras and different stages. As one of the older breweries. It was very involved with the Donovan family and Paddy Donovan, who was the great New Zealand Commonwealth boxer who passed away a few years ago. But it was only recently that the Donovan family sold the business to another family company that owns a load of bottle shops. So it's been a bit re-energised recently. They've started putting things in cans, bringing it to the 21st century. You probably recall seeing those really unique Hawke's Bay Brewing bottles around the place. But also in the past decade or so, they've done a lot with not beer. So I don't know, have you had their like the sangria?
Not the sangria, but I've had a few of their other drinks. I think I tried a berry RTD and a peach RTD, and also their ginger fusion RTD, and also their non-alcoholic ginger spice beer.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, we have that on the tap room normally, just the soft drink, which is, it's got a good spicy kick to it. It's
yeah, and the peach bomb is super popular everywhere. That one's really nice.
Peach bomb is just like a quiet revolution sort of thing. It's just a drink that is just so popular. And it's just you sort of mention it to people, and yeah, people go crazy for it. And it's it's peach juice and it tastes fuzzy with spirits. And yeah, we've often got it on tap here at the tap room as a nice option for people that are like gluten intolerant people, or people just don't want to drink beer. So we see quite a few people like that at the gigs that we do, or at Run Club, or at our quiz nights. So it's nice having something that's more inclusive. But yeah, peach bomb, and it is delicious, right?
It is really sweet, and I'm someone who doesn't love super sweet drinks.
Yep.
So we like to do a peach bomb shandy with half lager.
Yeah.
And I think it's way better. It's really good like that. I like it's both.
So yeah, really cool to see a brewing company that's got that kind of innovation and different kinds of drinks and things that are a bit inclusive and trying to make something for everybody. And of course, the key part is to make money, give the people what they want, and it is RTDs, but made well with good ingredients. They do a sangria, which I was really annoyed about. I remember years ago I went to the beer spot and they had a beer on tap. They have about 40 different taps on. It's really fantastic. It was a great lineup at the beer spot, and it said Hawke's Bay Brewing Company Sangria. And I bought a glass of it, expecting the sangria was the name of a beer. And I got a glass of sangria, which I did not really want to be drinking. Because, of course, many beers are called things that they're not. So that's why when we have something like peach bomb on tap, we definitely write not beer on our tap badges. So then we'll never face that sad mistake of having to drink sangria when they're expecting to drink a sangria-inspired beer.
Yeah.
This is Black Duck. They've been brewing this for years and years and years, and it is a lovely dark beer. It's really easy drinking, hey?
Yeah. I'm not a stouts person. Well, I'm not really a beer person, but I am starting to be. But I like this one. It's, to me, I don't know too much the difference between a porter and a stout, but this tastes like a sweeter stout, which I like.
Yeah, we chatted about this at length a few weeks ago when we had the Martinborough Stout. So this is definitely more of a porter side of things, which again we're not going to get into it because it's kind of boring, and you all know now because you would have watched that video. So yeah, porters, an everyday drinking beer for the working class. a very, very London beer that's absolutely of the place. 18th century beer that was an everyman's beer, and it's just a sort of a rich malty but drinkable beer. And stout just simply means strong. So in the olden days you'd have a stout pale ale or a stout anything, and it just means higher ABV, which generally came with it bigger body. But these days stouts and porters are often like interchangeable, and people just do what they want. But yeah, you're right. This is a lot lighter than a lot of stouts that we have pouring here. Certainly, pretty easy drinking, smashable. It's just a really great core range beer. It's a pub beer, I'd say.
I would enjoy this with a pub steak.
Yeah, like a steak kidney pie or some good bangers and mash.
Yeah.
You know what bangers and mash are? Sausages and mashed potato.
I see the videos of, in the UK, the mashed potatoes and the green sauce and eels, jellied eels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like disgusting London
so
stuff.
So strange.
Yeah, pie and mash shops and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So this would go perfectly with all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
History of porters. It doesn't go back as far as you might think. A couple of 100 years or thereabouts. It's cool to see that they're getting a bit of a resurgence at the moment. As I've talked about a little bit previously, it would be lovely to see people embracing stouts and porters that aren't primarily Guinness. That is definitely getting the all of the headlines, which is wonderful. People enjoy what they enjoy, and it's so nice. And Guinness is an excellent drink. But have you noticed more people getting into dark beers?
Not dark beers, just Guinness. Lots of girls start to drink Guinness. But I think it's also because there's a fun game of splitting the G in the cup. Yep. That's what attracts a lot of girls to drink it. Because we're like, yay, a game.
The girl's just that simple.
Yeah.
It just is.
And so if there was any other beer that was similar, like that, because Guinness also come with their specific cups. Yeah. So, it's very specific to splitting the G. So if other beers had a fun cup and it was like, drink to this line, people would do that too.
Okay. Yeah. Or some other sort of game you could figure out with your glasses. And I think also, like you say, girls, maybe there's people that are trying to be a little bit different. They're trying to be a little bit sort of like, pick me, I'm a bit special, and you're holding like a big pint of something black. And it does look a little bit different to a glass of Chardonnay. So perhaps it's people feel like they're being a bit cool, a bit different, maybe. I don't know if that's
dark beers make you cool.
But I did read an article recently about, it wasn't about beer, it was about fashion. It was talking about the death of these, I suppose, like millennial do-gooder brands of things like, do you remember Tom's shoes? Was that a big thing in America?
Yeah.
So they sort of looked a bit like Converse or something. Yeah. You bought a pair and they gave a pair to a poor kid. And I had a pair of Toms. They were great shoes for a while. And brands like Allbirds, that's obviously been in the news recently. And it's like, it's made from sheep's wool. And the article talks about the enshittification of fashion. And these days it's actually cool to just buy mass-produced stuff from Shein and places like that. And it's like, somehow, I didn't quite understand, but somehow linked into how for a lot of young people, things are cringeworthy. You like seem to be trying too hard. And I think that totally relates to beer, that you're like you're twiddling your handlebar moustaches and you're waffling on about different, hop varietals and things. And it's not cool, but it is cool to just make a brand and identity, your identity. I don't know. I don't quite understand it. If I did, clearly I'd be making more money and not riding a skateboard to work.
And have a man bun.
Yeah. Maybe we need to bring the man bun back.
No.
So, Hawke's Bay, old brewery, refreshed, doing some cool stuff. We've been getting some of their cans of IPA in for our mix boxes, which is a lovely IPA actually. That is kind of old school. It's a bit of a malty one. It's sort of it's a bit more brown than you might expect in an IPA. Sort of like Stone's Arrogant Bastard or that side of things, which is cool to see. So now they're putting stuff in cans. It would be good to see them doing a few more seasonals. But I do think they like sticking to, doing what they do and being focused on, the classics and the core range. So yeah, I'm not sure if we will be seeing lots of cool seasonals coming out of Hawke's anytime soon, but it would be cool because clearly they know how to brew a really good beer. All right, that's about it for me. Cheers.
Cheers.
See you next time. Good work, Hawke's Bay. Thank you.